Hello and welcome to the STB Racing League Season 20 here for the United States Grand Prix here for Tier 3 here in Austin, Texas. As you can see, we've only got about 5 minutes left of the session. STB is currently on pole position by almost 9/10 of a second. I'm pretty sure some drivers are still yet to set some decent laps. Felicitas has yet to set a relative lap time, a representative lap time on the softs. That 33.4 was done on the set of mediums. Then those softs are about 1.2, 1.4 seconds faster than the mediums, but he's bottled that. And that's definitely cost him a couple of tenths. He's 3/10 up, but even that's not a lot. But he's gone wide there as well. Oh, he's also in the nest, his lap gone. I knew that lap was done from the start. If I was him, I'll just pit at the end of this lap and then chuck another set of softs on. There's no point trying to compete that when you know you can improve. There's no point wearing the tyres out. Plus if he does this lap, we might not get enough time to go into the pits to do another lap. It's going to always do 2 runs on the other tyre if it wants to. Moncho is retired, that's his qualifying over. In the pit lane, I don't know why, he's only done a 35.9 on the same mediums. Very strange. Realised Sentinel's out of qualifying, did not realise that. Is that Young finally leaving the pit lane, or is that Sky Turner? That's Sky Turner. Oh, and oh, Felicitas is still pushing there. He's still pushing, and he's lost the rear end. This car is complete and utter disaster. That setup is a complete atrocity. Randy in the pits. Finish off his run on the set of mediums. Charlie currently on, it's just been improved to the 33.1. Still 1.1 seconds off Maldi though. Memo is finally getting a memo of getting higher, and who is RCX Pepe? He was just in a session, he's left. Does that mean somebody disconnected? But I don't know who disconnected. Anyway. Young is finally on an outlap. I've done 2 laps on those tyres, which is probably not a good thing for the race. It's a one-stop race, soft to mediums, but the tyre wear is very limited, so 2 laps on the set according to qualifying is not going to help him. No one's really on a lap right now. Starks he's missed a bit of apex there at turn 1, very easy to do. Blind apex. And Harry Baker's saying, oh, he's in a moment to turn 2. He's losing the car at turn 2. I'm not going to feel quite comfortable, and he's bottled it already. That's really gone before he even starts it. Missing the apexes, losing the rear end, understeering at the same time, carrying too much speed into the corner. Maldi's retired from the session. That's his last lap over. Viper's improved to 0.5. Must have done that about a good minute ago. Aston Martin gets out of the way nicely. DRS open now for the Alpine driver. Viper's also retired, that's his qualifying session over. As he's finished off with his lap times, only about a minute and a half to go now. Can't see, so he's set to 3 yellow flags to cover the time. Yep, so 45 seconds to go. Alex Turt, it's just like a very scuffy lap. Oh, and just go and confirm that even more. The car was almost non-existent through there. Not even putting full power down through there at all. Like I mean, in the race, understandable, but in qualifying, that should be flat out noticeable at all. Comes across the line, but yeah, 8/10 down. That was a dreadful lap by him. Trolley's qualifying's over, but he's on 2 laps on his tyres. His tyres will be very worn towards the race. Next turn, no, sorry, Felicitas is up by 4/10. It was roughly about the same last time. But he's missing his apex again. He's a bit better this time. It's finally got that done. No, he's gone wide. He's invalidated. Felicitas is invalidated at a crucial time for his championship battle, and Maldi and Viper are going to be very happy with that. These three are the main contenders for the championship now, as all the other drivers are either not racing or just fallen out of the championship after the last race. I think Viper's leading by only like 15 points or something like that. I don't know exactly, but it's a substantial amount of points. But I think Felicitas, is probably one of the more threatening drivers in terms of the championship. A little bit more pace for Felicitas, but he's had a few retirements and a few. He's not even. It's definitely in there. It's just unfortunately with that qualifying lap now invalidated, he's only got another lap. And Alex Tur's going for a second consecutive lap. It's going to hurt his tyres, but he's going for it anyway. But he's got to gain a tenth to get to 8th, but then there's another half a second gap just to get another position. So even if improves by about 4 or 5 tenths, it's only going to gain 1 place. Let's see what happens when he goes around the last corner. See what we can do. He's improved by 7 tenths, and he's only got to P7. So in the end, it gained 2 places, but it wasn't exactly fully worth it. And Randy's validated. He's not going to set his lap, but he's going to finish across the line to end the session. That's your qualifying done for Tier 3 United States Grand Prix. And here is your race qualifying results. I wish it was the race results. STB Maldi on pole position here at the United States Grand Prix here. KTM Viper in second. Young in third after literally doing like 1 lap. British is a British 1, 2, 3. Memo in P4. Trolley P5. Chris P6, Alex P7, Felicitas P8, and unfortunately that invalidation at the end of the race. He's going to start on mediums though, so that'll be interesting because he did a soft lap. Alpha on 99th, Lomlane 10th, Pablo was 11th, Cargo 12th, Matador 13th, Randy 14th, Pirlo 15th, Senate 16th, Rafita 17th, somebody 18th, and somebody 19th. I think Pablo was might be last. Yeah, Randy 14th, Pirlo 15th, Senate P16, Rafita P17, Mancho was P18, yeah, and Sensor was last, P19. Pablo was P11. So I think many people got good laps in, that's why Pablo was so high up. Sands will probably be quite disappointed with that. Sands being very strong in the last few races. I think he would have been hoping for a continuation of that sort of pace, but it doesn't seem to be delivering as of this qualifying session that's just been done. Seconds before the formation lap starts. Predictions on the race. It's difficult to say. Felicitas could come out nowhere on those mediums, but I think the safest choice, as of the moment, is probably Maldi if he doesn't bottle it. I'll have to go for the formation lap. Maldi's taking it very slowly on the way to turn 1. So, formation lap to be done. Get his tyres warm. You don't want the fronts to be too warm now because you don't want the tyres to overheat too much. You want them quite cool, so when you get to the end of the sector 1, the tyres are just at a nice temperature. And those rears are very important to get the temperatures up, and Chris and Alex Felicitas have disqualified. Not going to help there, they're going to start on cold tyres. Yeah, you really need those rear tyres at a good 90 degrees if you want to have a good start. It's about these track extending before even the race starts. Not racing yet, guys. Calm down. Oh, and a Ferrari with Alpha Z. I'm not sure if that was just a weave or you actually lost the rear end there. I need to figure how dusty offline this track is. It's dusty. So I'm going to look at these tyres here. Right, we've got Papadevils on the set of mediums, Matador on the set of mediums, Randy on the set of mediums, Papadevil on the set of mediums, Vita on the set of mediums, Moncho on the set of mediums, and you've got Sentinel, Resant, Krago on a set of softs. Vitas, it's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt his chances to get a good start on those mediums, especially gonna be cold. So Alpha and Leonin might get a good start, try and overtake him. But yeah, that's gonna be the back foot here. But if he's got the pace to keep up with these soft runners, and he just compete on the softs, he could be really quick. But you wanna pit maybe about lap 16. I think lap 15 might be a little bit too early. The tyres will probably drop off too much by that point, and you just lose too much pace towards the end. It's better out just sitting out another lap and just not having to worry about those tyres dropping off so much. Tyre wear is pretty high on the softs, but not that high. Anyway, the cars are finally lining up back on the grids. Maldi on pole position here. And that's that good start. Viper in second, Young in third. Mamo in fourth, Trolley in fifth, Alex Turn in sixth, Alpha Zone in ninth, Fabio in 10th. Mercedes in pole, Mercedes in last. Difference. Anyway, it's 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Pit up and get and drive through start. And Maldi seems to got taken off the start by Viper. Viper's had a much better start here. And there's Alpha Tauri up the inside here. And Maldi's going to get swamped here into turn 1. And Alpine has sweep around the outside. That's Young. Maldi seems to got the place back. There's some cars off the circuit there. Pirlo is around, had a drive through. He should have just went off the start. He should have just gunned it. I don't know why he decided to stay back. If you get the drive through, just go. You got the penalty. Miles just go. And Alex Trolley's now taking his own racing line. As the cars weave through, some side-by-side action going near the Williams. That's Christ, Trolley and Alex Turt. Not going to go very well here, I don't think. As Alphas is fighting with Asitas. And now Sentinel's had a brilliant start. He's up to P10. He's gained 9 places in less than the 2 sectors. Absolutely amazing start here. By 9 places. Unbelievable. As the Alphas have to back out there. That's got more cars jumbling. Oh, there's some action. I think Alex Tur's outbraked himself here. Oh, there's been a collision by the Ferrari and Alex Tur. That's Alpha Z. Oh, and a bit of a diffuser touching here. As the cars and more diffusing touching there. Front main get to rear diffuser. As they all come through the triple right hander here. The Istanbul copycat corner. Not quite the same, I don't feel like. As they'll come around, turn that corner. Centre's already got a penalty ready, and that's not a great line by Trolley. Alex Tur's also picked up a penalty, so Pirel's now got to sort his drive through penalty out. Papadopoulos is also in the pits. Believe must have damage on that car. Let's see if he had damage or not. Yep, some damage on that car. So back to the front he go. Barbasoli in the way. Young is in second place. Maldi's down to third. His yellow flag. That's not off. That's Sant. Sant is off. Also, Alex Tur is off. Has there been a collision? Has there been a collision? So it keeps dropping places here. Tyre's going to be very hot. Needs to be careful. Oh yeah, there you go. That's exactly what I said about tyres going to be hot, and he got on the curb, and the curb's slippery is, and now especially with hot tyres, it's not great. Not great at all. And those tyres are not going to go very well now. That one stop's going to be very difficult now on those mediums towards the end. Oh, Maldi's struggling with the rear end there. Jonga is battling with Viper here, and Viper's took the IndyCar line. Oh! And Memo was just trying to get inside of Maldi and he got hit. That's extra cheeky there. Sentinel up into P7 as Kyle sets fastest lap of the race. Oh! A memo is off! What, has there been a collision between him and Maldi? Did he try to dive bomb Maldi? Did it go very well? He was quite far behind when it happened. Maldi's struggling a lot through here. As they'll continue, Chris might just be out of DRS here. He is out of DRS, so no DRS for Chris. Chris will be vulnerable to Trolley and Sentinel here. Chris is going to use all of his DRS here to try and stay ahead. Trolley's not using any of his overtake, but so Sentinel is, and Trolley defends into turn, wherever this turn is. And Sentinel will have to attack for another day. Oh, there's a Mercedes round. Oh, Maldi's round. Maldi's round. There's lots of collisions going on here. What's going on here? But Felicitas and Sentinel and Chris and Trolley. Trolley's going wide. Yeah, there you go. That's the penalty. Can't be doing that. Sometimes it's just better just to lift off and just not bother getting the warning. Just sacrifice half a second. Hentel's going for the move here though, but Chris has also got DRS on Trolley. Trolley's going for the. Oh, sorry, he's going for the move on Trolley, Chris. And he didn't really commit to it, and it made it really awkward for him. And Chris has just bulged, sent off the circuit. Oh, and he's not giving him any room either. Sentinel's got another penalty because of that. And now Felicitas has just speed. No, he hasn't. He's been taken out. I think he was going for a space that wasn't really there. Alpha Z's also picked up a lot of penalties getting picked up on this tier 3 grid here. Very difficult for penalties this track is if you do get it wrong. Maldi's now to try and gain that time back that he lost. It seemed like he was very early into the corner, so I wonder if he had some collision. But he wasn't really that close to the guys in front when it happened. I don't know. Now Maldi's now have to try and find 5 tenths to try and get back in DRS of Memo, and then use that to try and leap him. Talk about leap. Alpha C's going to go for leap here on Krago. DRS is very powerful down that straight. So long, DRS just is able to go to its full effectiveness. The Krago holds it around the outside. Stays in P9 for now. Maldi's now struggling with pace. Lost a couple of extra tenths to Memo. That's been definitely help his tyres. Now Randy is catching up on the same mediums. But with this battling on the head, Maldi's gained a couple more places, a couple of second tenths back again. He needs to dig deep. 5% not anything. 5% not close to make a move on Young here. Young's actually got a plus fight, but I'm not sure when that happened. As Chris needs a fight here. Chris is alongside Sentinel. Sentinel's trying to get a move on the Alpha Williams, and it's all touchy-touchies here. And just think, Sentinel was last, and Maldi was leading, and now Sentinel's ahead by 3 places after 4 laps. Never thought that would be the case. As Chris is in P5, struggling to hold on to these guys here. Keep trying to find a way fast. There's more yellow flags. That's Pirlo. I think that's Sant. Sant's just struggling around here, fighting in power levels. Just gets another penalty. Not good. Sentinel trying to fight with Trolley, and he's making a move on the outside here, but it's red to 2 Red Bull cars. Oh, there's more touching. They're trying to budge him, but he's not moving. That Red Bull was not giving way to the Alpha Tauri. And now there's more squabbles going on here with the Williams, and now the 2 Red Bull, the Alpha Tauri and the Red Bull cars going side by side here into this twist section. Oh, and there's been a collision, and there's Red Bull spun round. Oh, and there's been a collision. They've hit contact. The cars did not ghost. He was going too quick to be ghosting. Now that Alpha Tauri surely picked some damage up there after that. Although it didn't seem like. Oh no! Memo's out. Trolley's got damage. And they're both out of this race. The Williams is taking the external line. That's Krago. And it's just another safety car. And then Young has just got ahead of the safety car. So that's crucial, I think, for these guys that have not pitted. If Young got caught up with that safety car, it'd probably screw them up. And I'm sorry, Lomelin, but those mediums are not going to the end. No, sorry, not Lomelin. Yeah, Lomelin. No, Lomelin. No, Alpha, sorry, those mediums are not going to go to the end, unfortunately, I don't think. That's 23 laps on the tyres. No, not going to happen. It's the hards. The mediums are not going to go to the end. They're not going to the end. If they do, they'll be being in puncture territory. And they'll be very, very worn. I'd prefer to go on the hards. I think it's just a bit too late, too early for the mediums. I mean, I did about 16, 17 laps and my tyres were like 75%. So, yeah, they're going to do about 18, about 20 laps max. Just allow the cars to get bunched back up though. I'll be featured to the 5-second time penalty for server collision with Alpha Z. What's going on here? They're nowhere near each other. He's got damage. He's picked up damage here. I don't know what's going on here. I think he's picked up damage. He's on one set of mediums. And that's ruined his strategy. Which is why he's using overtake. I don't know. What tyres he's going to go? He's going to go on. I perfectly go on the set of hards. Seems too early. Set of mediums from LD. I'm sorry. These tyres are not going to the end. I just didn't see them. It's true a lot. I'd rather just go on the hards, stay with the leader runners, and then just gain it towards the end. That's what Felicitas has done. Gone to the hards. He'd be very quick compared to everyone else at the very end of the race. And so now finally bunch up. Since I literally got in front of the safety car, literally as it came out of the pits. So I've had to do a whole lap under Delta to catch up to the safety car. So safety car, next has got a penalty under the safety car. It's not worth the risk. I don't know why you're pushing the track limit so aggressively under the safety car. Just as pointless warnings you're picking up. Anyway. You continue on for now. Santa's way too far behind. I think he's not going to catch up this grid by end of the lap. So it looks like it might be another lap under the safety car here. Ah, I'm not sure what to talk about here. Felicitas is overtaking Cargo here. I'm not sure what's going on between these two. Cargo's now having to give place back to Felicitas. Felicitas has gained a place, I think. Probably gone too slow and it's crested their own little yellow flags. Matos going to come into the pits here. He's just pitted for a set of softs. I'm out after the session. Masters picks up a 5-second time penalty for being in the pit lane under the safety car, and he's going about he was going like 2 miles an hour into the pit lane when last time I saw him. So how the hell he managed to speed in the pit lane? God knows how. This will continue to bother me until I'm 80. STB is joined, just coming through the hairpin here, just before the sector 3. So if he long gets in his car before that sector 3, should be good. Tyres going to be cold though. Back in his car. Oh, he's accelerating into the into AlphaTauri here. He managed to ghost. That's what's going on there. When I find his car, he's got to warm up his tyres now. Finally back in his car. And obviously, when someone rejoins, it bugs out all the timings. Obviously, it's only the safety car, so hopefully it should reset itself and then it'll cross the line. Which means I have to have deltas for the lap, and not have to worry about having no deltas. Alright, Young is going to restart this free safety car. I'm going to go too early. I was figuring out earlier you have to go really slow to let the safety car go. To let it get ahead. I gunned it out of this corner here. Young decided not to. He has gunned it a little bit later than I did, but he's done something similar. And just nailed this next corner and just gun it out of here. Go. Sentinel is sending it. Come on, sending it. Macho and Chris are side by side here. I can't get a good hammer angle here. Here we go. It's three wise. Maldi on the inside. Maldi's making a triple overtake. Sorry, double overtake. What a move. My voice is breaking. STB was not expecting that at all. Did not see. I just saw Chris and Macho going side by side here, and Randy's also got past these guys as well. So Maldi's gained 2 places, and Randy's gained 2 places from that battle itself. So what a restart with Maldi there. He needed to do that, but now he's 1.8 seconds behind his teammates already, and it's not even coming towards the hairpin yet. KTM Viper's already out of DRS on Young here. Not very good. Yeah, flags. Slow lane is round. Oh, we're going to tap here with the 2 Alpines. What's going on here? Matos just breezed past. Alex Tur seems to have lost connection with himself. It's now Haas at the back. A bit of squabbling going on here. Oh, it's Alpine and Alfa Romeo. Alex Tur and Papadelos. And Papadelos does not give him any room at all. Now fighting with Matador. Around the outside, Papadelos? No, Matador keeps it. Well, yeah, flags. That's the Haas. That's Pirlo. Pirouetting. That's what he's doing. Young's his fastest lap of the race on those medium tyres. Obviously, fresh, lower fuel, and in fresh air. So he continues to lead the way for now. But Young's probably loving this. Viper continues to hook onto the back of his DRS here. It's kept keep it in that 1 second. The gap, everyone's suddenly gained a place. What's going on there? Viper's now down, apparently down to 18th. Back up to second again. Lovely. Nice one. And some permanent yellow flags. It's always. Oh no, this is not a permanent yellow flag. Ferrari's round. It's Alpha Z. No damage seems to be done to the Ferrari. All good for him in terms of damage, I think. Marty needs to continue to catch up his gap here. Look at the getting a bit held up these guys are. Marty seems to be quicker than Young. And Viper and Tensor seems to be quicker than Young. So Marty's catching up this train here. He needs to. You can get in within DRS through this third sector would be good for him. More yellow flags. That's just the permanent yellow flags. No, it's not. Another car's round. It's for Cetas on the hards. This is the second time I've seen him go facing backwards here. And DRS has now been enabled. Maldi, I think, is just not quite within it yet, but these guys know DRS is not enabled down the straight yet. Has the detection points all the way back at the third sector as they go into turn 1. That's a bit of a cheeky cut there by Sentinel. Hex gets his billionth penalty of the race. And I think that's somebody going to miss. Krago in the pits. He must have damage. Race is not going very well. And Sentinel's taking that all wrong. Maldi's now got himself. And Viper's back down to... He keeps like disconnecting. A desync? Because he's ghosting and now he's getting passed by Sentinel according to this. I know he's still there. He's just ghosting. Really weird. I don't know what's going on. I think it's just me because... Yeah, I think it's just me here. I don't know why. But Sentinel's actually into second and Viper's finally connected back into third. And Marley's already back of this now. He's already back of all these drivers now. Marley's looking pretty dandy right now. Disconnection. He's got inside here. He's going for the move. Viper's been caught napping here. He's a bit on traction now. Marley's got a bet on. Viper's actually backed out of it. I think he's just going for the DRS, but then again, Marley's going to get DRS himself. So kind of a shot to the foot there for Viper working out. More yellow flags. More spinning. This time it's Papa Devils. He's round. Krago's retired as well. He's binned it out of the hairpin. And there's another safety car. He has binned it out. How's he binned it out there? And there is another safety car. And if you haven't used the set of mediums already, I would probably... Even it depends. I think it would be better if you pit. Because you're already stretching those mediums a long way. I would... If I was somebody like... If I was these leaders here on those mediums, I would pit. Chris is going to pit. He has to pit. He's not going to make his tyres go to the end. Set of softs there, they're definitely not going to the end. Oh, he's going to cut off the out. Oh, yeah, okay, cross over. Okay, good. Thing is, if Sentinel applies out to pit, Maldi's going to be stuck behind him. So Maldi has to do the opposite here, or not trying to get himself compromised if they do pit. So it's another safety car. Will any of these guys pit for a fresh set of tyres? Seems like a long way to go on these mediums. I personally would pit. There's a big gap between behind them. Trolley has left the session. Let's see if these guys pit or not first. Mal does not pit. Chris is pitting. He's got to anyways on a set of softs. Trolley's got a £5 penalty for ignoring your flags, but I think that's the only thing you can do. But I think it's just the game being weird. Trolley's trying to strain back anyway. And it's pitted him.